Good morning, everybody. We are about to set out on a new set of adventures. We just are about to hike on our first trail in Southern California. We are about 35 miles east of San Diego near a city called Alpine, California, and we are going to hike up Viejas Mountain. It's about a 4-mile round trip, and from what we understand, it's pretty steep, but we need the exercise. We're excited to get started. Only one other car here, they're just leaving, so it looks like we've got the trail to ourselves, and we're excited for the view and a little bit of workout. All right, see you on the trail. So we've been going up the trail a little bit for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and it's not so bad. We got lucky today. You can kind of notice it's a little overcast. So we got a late start on the trail, late morning, and typically I can see this is completely exposed. So we doused ourselves with sunscreen. You can see my new sun hat, which is fun because the back of my hat, as it rubs against my backpack, sounds, interestingly enough, like a rattlesnake. So, but it's not too sunny. We still have all the sunscreen on. We still have tons of water. That's mainly what our packs are filled with. So we're prepared. But so far, the morning has been great. It's definitely a steep hike up, but not as bad as some of the big ones we've done in Washington, Oregon. It's grades off a little bit here and there, a lot of rocks, but beautiful terrain. So it's a awesome trail, very easy to get to, and the parking is right at the trailhead. No facilities and not a lot of cover, so be prepared for that. We've got potty bags in our backpack just in case, so we can pack everything out. But as you can see, we've been going for a little while, and there's the parking lot, so you can still see our car and the civilization, so it should be pretty easy. All right, let's get on over that next ridge. Okay, so we've been going a little over an hour, and it definitely is a leg burner. It's pretty steep. The sun is still behind the haze, but definitely warming up, and I can see we're starting to sweat pretty good, so we're staying hydrated. There are parts that get a little flat and leveled out, and it's not so bad, and then there are parts that get really steep. I think we estimated it gets 400 feet per mile elevation gain, which is pretty steep. I think it's a little more than that, but anyway, but there are plenty of spots to pull over and hang out on a flat rock. See, we're kind of chilling here. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, Liam. So we're kind of chilling and relaxing, and the view is beautiful. You can see behind me. You can see down into the valley below us. It's a little hazy, so you can't really see all the way. Like, you see the haze in the background, that's actually all the way to the ocean, to the Pacific, towards San Diego proper, but we can't really see that far because of the haze. We're hoping it clears up a little bit when we get up to the summit. We're 2/3 of the way, 3/4 of the way, so shouldn't be too much longer, and hopefully we can get a good view from up there. I would recommend having good shoes because of the rocks. There's a lot of sharp and loose rocks, so make sure you have good shoes. No sandals, no flip-flops. Hiking shoes if you can. I recommend it. And shorts are okay, but as Liam's finding out, there's quite a few sharp plants that poke out on the trail. All right, trucking up to the summit now. See you in a bit. So I should know better than to say it's 100 yards up the trail, especially when I haven't been on the trail before. It was a little further, not too much further, maybe 1/4 of a mile up from that last spot. But we made it to the summit. It's beautiful up here, and you can see mountains off in the distance in the valley. San Diego is straight off that way. Let's see, yeah, San Diego is off in that direction actually, straight off that way. This is south. So go south all the way, which you can't really see because of the haze. Mexico, and then you can see some mountains off in the distance, all the way over there. And one of the really cool things, which is kind of hard to photograph, but once we got right up to the summit, there are these butterflies everywhere, beautiful yellow and black butterflies that weren't on the trail going on the way up. We saw a few lizards and a couple of velvet ants along the way, but the butterflies up here, there are tons of them. There's a bunch of little ones, little blue, and these tiger colored ones that are just gorgeous, and they're all just right on these sage brushes all along. And up here on the summit is, let me turn this around and I'll show you. Here we go. Up on the summit is this windbreak. There's Liam. We got our stuff in there, refueling, getting some water. But it's a neat little area to kind of relax. Not a lot of wind, but I can see how this would be nice place to kind of get a tiny bit of shade. And there's our black butterfly just went away. There's a geological marker. It's here at the summit, and then there's a little chill out spot up top. And cool little wall here, and there's the view down into the valley. It wasn't super hard. Oh, I say super again. It wasn't incredibly difficult. All right, there's the valley down below. It wasn't overly strenuous. It was definitely a good workout. You do need the water, and it was rocky, so you can't come up with flip-flops, but I could see how you could do this as a day hike. It's just as a good exercise. There's another little summit there. One has a cool flag. You can see it's gotten a lot of use because the ends of it are all frayed and the cloth is all shredded. There are also quite a few of these black flies up here, which is really neat. The view is gorgeous. You can see the ranch that we saw from the trail down there. We're over a ridge, so you actually can't see down to where our car was, but our parking lot's down, right down over that way, down the ridge. All right, we're gonna refuel a little bit, get some water in us, and start heading down. After we take in this view for a little bit. All right, so we're on the way down. The sun has definitely come out. The breeze is really nice. It's April 1st, so the temperature's beautiful. The sun is still intense, so we slathered ourselves up with sunscreen again on the way down because we started sweating it off. So we reapplied, but temperature's great. We feel really good. It's a lot of loose rock on the way down, so be careful going down it for sure. But it's beautiful. See all kinds of flowers and wildlife and signs of wildlife, fur and tracks and scat. It's definitely alive. It's really, really cool. Different feel than being up in a rainforest in the Pacific Northwest, but no less gorgeous and definitely no less alive. So it's really amazing. All right, so I'm gonna watch the trail as we go down so I don't trip over some of these loose rocks, and I'll check in when we get to the car. Alright guys, so we made it back down. That was an awesome hike. Definitely got hot on the way down. As you can see, the sun's out. A little bit of clouds, but nothing to block the sun. Big Brimmer hat helped a lot. Like I said earlier, we reapplied sunscreen a couple of times, but the trail is nice, rocky, and takes a little bit of navigating on the way down. But we had no issues, and we did the whole thing. Let's see, I think we were here at like 9:30, and we did it by 1 o'clock. So we took our time, took a lot of pictures, a lot of videos. But beautiful, beautiful hike up the trail. If you get a chance, definitely check out Viejas Mountain. Thanks, and enjoy the adventure, guys. See you next time.